Yo, welcome back to my motherfucking channel, man. How we living, man? I thought I'd make a short video here because I got into a conversation with a homie, and his argument is, I can't see how people ignore a lot of evidence. Okay, this is mind-boggling to me. But I'm understanding that there are sheep, shepherds, and there's wolves. And that means that the sheep is not that smart. The wolf is cunning. And the shepherd, he's got common sense. You know what I'm saying? With that said, there's going to be people, no matter what you say, they're going to be the sheep. And they're not going to understand what you're saying to them. And then there's going to be the people that are the wolf, and they're cunning. And they can know how to respond to you, and how to act and how to be and yada, 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 to be cunning. You know, but in the end, they still want to eat the meat. You see what I'm saying? It's like the wolf in sheep's clothing. You know, I'm just being smart. You gonna let me come in here? I'm gonna put on the sheep's clothing and come on in. You know what I'm saying? So, with that said, my point to this whole video is, people telling me there's so much evidence, I cannot see how people cannot see what's going on. And I'd be like, look, man, I can show you data on how black people make less money than European Americans. I can show you how black people are killed twice as more likely to be killed by the police than European Americans. Or I can show you how the bank system denies loans to people with the same amount of credit or even lower. I can show you evidence on how black people are overcharged for the same things European Americans get as well. Like, it could be something like in your car insurance. There's evidence out there that says that we pay more on our car insurance. But it doesn't matter what evidence a person of color presents to you. You're like, wow, that's just you trying to get a handout. No, man, the evidence says that European Americans receive more handouts than anybody. Oh, that's because we're more of the population. But then that means that still validates my argument. You know what I'm saying? That more of y'all need help than us. But with that said, when a person tells you, I can't believe you can't see what's going on with all the evidence, and that's what we're saying. So I'll show you evidence of, every day I show evidence of European American savages. But yet it does not change the way you perceive your own color, your own self. So then you'll be like, well, why don't you agree with us about the way police handle black people or people of color? Why don't you agree with that? I'm like, wait a minute, man. I'm that person that could be caught up one day. Oh, it won't happen. Dude, innocent black people are dying. It'd be different if every black person that they shot was just a child molesting, murdering, serial killing bastard. No, they are killing innocent babies. They are killing innocent black women and black men. That means that I can fall victim to that. That means that the person who got it the worst in this country, the person who got it the worst, the color that got it the worst in this country is my color, is me. I don't commit no crimes. And people like me don't want to kill, gang bang, rob. We just want to work a job, get some money, and stay out the way of whatever we want to do. You know, we get it the worst because we're getting blamed. We're getting blamed for inner city crime. I don't give a fuck if we live in the inner city. We're still getting blamed for the crime that's going on in our communities, and we just want to go to work and take care of our children. So then, it could be looking for jobs, getting loans. We get discriminated against because another black person defaulted on a loan. But you as a European, you don't get discouraged or you don't get denied because another European was denied a loan. I know I got a lot of background noise right now, but I just wanted to say this shit. And it was just like when people come to me and tell me, you know, hey man, there's a lot of evidence out here that shows you this and shows you that. And I'd be like, man, look, you don't give a fuck about evidence. You really don't. If you cared about evidence, the world would be a better place. Because there's a lot of evidence that says that police officers should be shut down. There's a lot of evidence that says our United States government commits war crimes. There's a lot of evidence that says that we invade other countries for oil or their resources. And we hide behind that the guy that we're going after is a dictator, but it seems like there's only dictators in places where there's rich in oil. It doesn't matter what happens in Saudi Arabia, but there's evidence of that. They're rich in oil, but you don't ever go to war with Saudi Arabia? But you're going to war with Venezuela and Iraq? There's evidence of this shit. It's like Saudi Arabia killed that American journalist. Nothing happened. But Venezuela ain't killed nobody, but they want to go to war with Venezuela. Like I said, there's evidence of a lot of things, man. So when people come to me and tell me, man, there's a lot of evidence out here that shows this and shows that. Man, what do you think we on social media doing, man? We talking out the side of our goddamn necks? We presenting evidence, documents, data, facts, statistics. It doesn't matter. As long as the data or the statistics or the facts or whatever the evidence is, as long as it helps your cause. So if it enriches you, yep, I'm listening to those facts. And why don't you listen to them? But if it helps me and it doesn't bother you, like if the banking system started giving out loans fairly, how does that affect you? It doesn't. If police stop lumping all black people in one group, how does that affect you? It doesn't hurt you at all. And then it's like, well, Henry, I feel sorry for the black people in those situations. No, you don't. If you felt sorry for the black people in those situations, that's what the police is doing. They're putting those black people that you care about in those situations. But you don't give a fuck about the innocent black people that white people kill. You don't care about that. So I'm knowing you don't give a fuck about the innocent black people that are killed by black people. But you can tell me that shit. You see, that's me. See, look, I'll show you. If a black person kills a black person, I'm upset. I'm like, stop that shit. See? I'm upset about that. If a white person kills a black person, I'm upset about that too. I'm not going to be upset if a white person kills a black person and not be upset if a black person does it. No, I'm going to be upset. So that means if a black person wants to march and say, stop the violence in the hood, I'm going to march in that march. And then if they want to march and say, stop police brutality, I'm going to be in that group too. You're only in one of those groups. If neither one, you're not in neither one of those groups. Matter of fact, you're not in neither one. You're not marching to say stop the violence in the hood. And you're not marching to say stop police brutality against people of color. You're not in those groups. I mean, the thing that really baffles me, right? How come we've never seen one fucking time in this country, we haven't seen 1 million motherfucking Europeans walk through the inner city and say, please stop the violence? No. You don't walk through there and say, please stop the violence, we want y'all to live good. Please stop the violence, we want y'all to live good. No. You go down there with goddamn guns and you say, we're gonna kill you motherfuckers until we get rid of you motherfuckers. And if we don't do it that way, we're gonna lock you up. We're gonna find a way to get rid of you. not to talk to you, not to rationalize with you, not to help you out. Oh, how can we help out the black community? I don't know, give us better jobs. I don't know, give us loans so we can start businesses. I don't know, raise our property value up so our kids can have better schools and better educations. But if we raise your property value up and it's a high crime area, that's just wrong. How does that hurt you, me making $200,000 off my house and my kids getting a better education? How does that hurt you? It doesn't. So you keep my property value down low and say, no, it's you with all the violence. It doesn't matter. You can still keep my property value up to where my schools get that income tax, that I think it's a house income tax, the home income tax shit that funds the schools. But because our property value is down low, they don't get the funding that they need in those type of situations. So that's evidence, but it doesn't matter. You can go Google searching all day long. But anyway, man, I know there's a lot of noise background, so I don't know if I'm going to put this out there or not. But if I do, I want y'all to know, man, it's always peace. It's always homie love with me. But if you want to tell me there's a lot of evidence out there, well, then that means when the evidence disproves your conspiracy theories, let the conspiracy theory go. You know? When the evidence proves that what you're doing is racist, accept the fact that you're a racist. When the evidence proves that you're the main problem in the goddamn world, not the world, not just the United States of America, but the world, try to change your attitude. So with that said, man, I'm sorry for the background noise, and like I said, man, it's a two-way street on everything. So if there's evidence for you, there's evidence for me. And that evidence should lead us down a better path. But somebody's ignoring some type of evidence, and it's keeping us on the same path. Like I said, man, it's always peace. It's always motherfucking homie love with me, man. And I hope everybody has a great day. All right, man. One.